Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thanks for joining me for voting video number 326 today in the incredible Mandela Effect voting video series. Today we're discussing Italy and the Italian map. So, does anything look odd to you when you bring up the map of Italy? We're looking at several maps here. I'm very familiar with the map of Italy. My dad's grandparents came here from Italy in 1895 to California, the Santa Rosa area. I grew up going to Italian clubs, eating good Italian food, going to Italian restaurants. And a lot of Italian restaurants and Italian clubs use the shape of the boot and Sicily in their logos or in their signs for the restaurant. So, does anything look odd to you as we look at these images here? Let me click on images. I'm going to tell you something that happened in 2016. And prior to that, there's something that I never ever had seen on the map of Italy. So just take in the map of Italy here. Just go through and look at a bunch of Google images of the map of Italy. So here's one of the restaurants I was referring to, established in 1976, Salvatore's. They have the boot and they have Sicily, which are practically touching and is ridiculous to me. That was never the case. But there's something missing here. There's Cristiano's. Primo steaks, buddy. They got the good ones. You see the boot here. This is actually kind of the angle I remember of the boot. Sicily is still way too close. My memory is of a nice size gap here between the ball and the boot. And I mentioned this in my geography video 3 years ago, but we're talking again now because we're actually talking about another part of Italy. We'll get to that here in just a second. So here's the boot about to kick the ball. Looked at this frequently as I asked my dad as a kid about, his grandparents and his father, who was 100% of Italian heritage, my grandfather. First generation Italian, my dad's father. So here's another restaurant sign. But now something appears here. Something that was on all the Google Maps of Italy. So my dad invited me to an Oakland A's baseball game for Italian Heritage Night, August 5th, 2016. About 5 months after I got hit with the Mandela Effect. And my whole life changed forever. So they gave away these hats. On the back of the hat, it looks something like this. I can't find an image of it. The hat's in Arizona, so I can't show you the hat. But it looked like this on the back of the hat. And I was wondering, well, what's this? I had never seen this before. I grew up going to Italian restaurants and Italian clubs, and I remember a boot that was about to kick a ball. And the ball wasn't resting on the toes, I'll tell you. But it is now. You go look at a modern day map. There was a nice huge gap here between Sicily and Italy, but that's not what this is about. This is about this island of Sardinia. I had never seen this island of Sardinia as part of the map. So when I looked at the back of the hat, I was like, well, why is this here? So I asked my dad, I said, hey Dad, what's this? He said, Sicily. I was like, well, it's not Sicily. I guess, he hadn't looked at the map for a long time or whatever, but, to him, I guess in his memory, you had Italy and then you had Sicily was the island off to the side. So this here might have all looked like Italy to him when he just looked over at it and, he knew Sicily was an island off to the side. Well, I said, no, Dad, this isn't Sicily, this is Sardinia. And he just gave me a weird look. So, I just received an email from Reality Residue here on Twitter. And they sent me this here. Hi, check out this graphic Reality Residue. The lady who owns this restaurant's from Italy. The signage was painted in 2003. It shows Sicily where I remember it was, well, off the coast of the peninsula. So here you have Italy for her restaurant. You have the boot. A little more of an angle than I remember. It looks pretty good. This is pretty good to my memory. It's got the nice huge gap here. That's about what I remember there. You know, the boot was going to kick the ball. You know, it's cocked back, about to kick the ball. It's lifetime memory right there, everybody. And this here is just all blanked out, just like everything else. So on this sign for the restaurant, whoever did this has my memory of Italy. If you have this memory, go ahead and thumb up this video. If your memory of Italy has always been this, where Sardinia has always been part of Italy, like this here, this is Italy. Italy, Sicily resting on the toes, and Sardinia. This is what it's always been. Until 2016, I had never seen this as part of the country. 1861, Sardinia in a united Italy. In 1861, Victor Emmanuel II was proclaimed King of Italy, and the island became part of the united Italian state. So, for 158 years, this has been part of Italy. I had never seen it on an Italian map in my entire life until the night of the baseball game, when I saw it on the back of this hat. And that's how the Mandela Effect works, everyone. Comment down below. Let me know if you share my memories. Mandela Effect is an incredible phenomenon that I am proud to be able to cover and share with all of you, and to communicate with you through comments. It's just been an awesome experience, and I thank everyone who's helped me get through this, because for those not experiencing the Mandela Effect, they have no idea, no clue how it feels to experience reality shifting on a regular basis. That's it, everyone. Go create the reality that you want, and I'll be with you soon with another video.